welcome back to my channel. Yeah, this week nothing big on the plans. Just came back from work as usual. Um, yeah, just have I got a bit of the first part of the ceramic media I got for the Barky shower I made last week. Um, yeah, quite a surprise. I think I ordered 200 of these ceramic balls, and I'll show you in a minute. I thought that would be maybe just enough to fill one of the boxes, but I completely underestimated it or overestimated the size of these boards. Sort of an average 2 centimeter in diameter, so and 200 is not much. I just discovered, or it's discovered last night when I opened the parcel. And the mountain tree lotus root media that hasn't arrived yet, but after I discovered that these balls are not that much, I ordered these cheap knockoff Barky shower rods, and I ordered the moment 100. I hope that will be enough. If not, I can order more. We'll see. But yeah, let me turn you around. I just took the shower apart, and I'll show you how many of these balls I got. It's quite ridiculous. Okay, hang on. So yeah, here you can see two of those bolts of these bolts I just got. It's not much. I mean, I washed them through. I was actually amazingly, I was very surprised how much of the ceramic dust comes off when you wash them. So, just a recommendation to anyone out there who gets these ceramic medias, give them a good pre-wash before you put them in your filter. Otherwise, all that dust will end up in your pond, and it's quite, I would say, quite sharp. So yeah, so let me pause you. Oh, hang on, I'll show you something what I did, because these balls, they go on the bottom shower tray. The top one will get the mountain tree rods or lotus media, whatever we call them. Tell me, I'll just show you. Hang on. So, as you know, or you all know from last week, these two drain points, they're in there. So, to not block them off with media, I had this old sheet from my main pond build left over, and I cut it to size and put it in there so that these balls are settling on top and then not going into the drainage holes. So yeah, so let me fill them, put them in there. I guess that will be just one layer and that's it. Yeah, quite a shock. Okay, let's jump over there again. And yeah, it is quite disappointing. It not even filled the entire bottom. So I need way more, and I hope that when I get these ceramic rods, that will be enough. Okay, and yeah, in the meantime, while I still wait for the mountain tree lotus roots, that second tray I'll fill up with charcoal, and when they arrive, I just take the charcoal out and put the lotus root media in. So, but that will not be enough. So, at this set of time, or contemplating order a big load of the lotus root media or these other rods. Haven't made my mind up yet, because looking at the mountain tree media or these lotus root media, they might be quite good, but they're a hell of an expense. When I ordered, how many did I ordered? I can't remember. I think I ordered 20 or 10 or 20, and that was just under $200. So it's a lot of money, and I have good filtration and biological filtration in my filter over there. There's plenty. I got plants, those plants over there. There's a lot of filtration going on this pond. I just wanted to give this Barky shower a go, and I'm quite fancy it. And at this point, at the moment, I'll think about during the winter when I have a bit time off the garden or it's a bit too rainy, I might build something a bit bigger. But we'll see about that. Yeah, otherwise, so far everything is quite okay. I put a little air curtain in front of the skimmer because I had this coming back from work. Anticipated it. Quite a bit of food in that skimmer sucked up, and it's mainly because I decided to go away from the on and off skimmer pump function. I'm not sure if that could be a cause of the braking motors or the braking pumps. I don't know if that is. If anyone has a comment to it, I think what he thinks or they think about could the on and off of the pumps cause a breakage of the pumps over time. I haven't heard anything of it yet, but I had two pumps breaking on me, and they were both on skimmers, so maybe there is something on it. Otherwise, I'll show you later on, or maybe tomorrow. I've done a little change on my biological filtration, the biofilter tower. Over there, I put a bit more media in and took the jet mat out. I'll show you tomorrow. What I've done there, because I had a little problem, a little thing. And this is I think it's a little manufacturer's problem on the main pump from the brush filter. What happens if we have power fluctuations, let's say only a couple seconds power loss, that pump controller doesn't like that kind of fluctuation, and what happens then, it's like an error message and it stops running the pump. And last night it happened. I thought I had to turn on, it didn't turn on, and then usually if you turn the controller off for 10 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes just to completely boots down or whatever it does inside, it normally comes back good. This time it didn't want to come back good, and I already feared that this pump, quite expensive, as you know, it has stuffed it. But I checked the manual, and in case that happens, there's a reset function where you press the stop button and another button, and it resets the control. And yeah, it went all good. The pump is beautiful working again, but yeah, it doesn't like when you have power, just a few seconds power outage. Where if you have an hour power outage, all good, the pump will just normally start. I've never had any issues there, but it doesn't like the power fluctuation. And another discovery I made is, in case when that happens, the skimmer pump doesn't like that either, but it has a different problem because of the water coming from the waterfall from top there, and it's a 70mm pipe. All the pressure of the water that comes down, and it takes a minute and a half or so to completely drain out, or a minute. I've never measured it, but while that happens, if the pump turns back on, during that time all that water pushes down on the pump will send an error message out as well. That's what I had this morning, or last night. This morning, yeah, morning. It was after midnight. I woke up. My body lights, all these party lights we have here. They turn on when we have power outages. So yeah, that's when I thought that the waterfall wasn't running anymore, and I immediately knew what's going on. So yeah, what I assume is all that water that pushes down on the impeller, if the pump at the same time tries to restart, it sends an error message for a resistance or something happens, and yeah, pump will not stop. So I ordered last week a non-return valve for that, so that in the future that doesn't happen as well. The filter chamber doesn't get flooded. At the moment, I have something like it's a stainless steel rod that is in front of the skimmer door, or the weir door. So if the water comes all back, that door doesn't close, so all the water can go into the pond and it doesn't flood into the pump chamber. So that's a little trick at the moment I have for that instance, while I'm waiting for the non-return valve. Okay, so that's today, my little update. All the fish are doing fine, beautiful. There's another little thing I will mention tomorrow. I first want to do the water testing. I've added something to the pond, both ponds. I'll tell you tomorrow if it actually works, as I've seen from another quite a very experienced koi YouTuber, and he's a dealer for Konishi kois in Germany. So I'll let you know tomorrow. So just wait a couple of minutes. Good, that's for me, a little update at the moment for today. I'll put the Barky shower back together. Yeah, very disappointing with these ceramic boards. I thought 200 would be quite plenty. As it turned out, no, this is a not. So, okay, bye for now. And we're back. Next day, a beautiful sunny day so far. Forecast predicts rain, heavy rain actually, around 4 o'clock, we're lunchtime now. And they're predicting 20 to 40 mil, so we're hoping that that is all true. Yes, we need that rain desperately. Okay, I've changed something a little on my ground pond. I did 2 changes. One was quite important for me. It's about what I mentioned yesterday about the controller on that pump. So what I've done, I made a hard decision to put this controller here on the side, so I can see it better, and even Danny, my wife, can see it too. And I hope if it ever fails or stops because we had a power outage, I can see the red light up on the security cam up there. I checked it; it's pretty hard to see the green light, but I just hope I can see the red light. And next week when I'm back, I'm intending to get a UPS backup system, just a small one, and it's only to back a short power outage. So, because this is what the pump doesn't like, there's these tiny little surges in the power grid that, there's a few seconds, and a few seconds power gone, and it doesn't want to then start straight away up. If you have a long power outage, 10 minutes or so, doesn't matter. It is the short ones that this pump or this controller doesn't like. actually thought up at work for our simulator, we got a UPS, and that's how I discovered what they are. I didn't know that before, and for about 150 bucks, I can get a small one. They will give about, for this pump, 20 minutes backup power, and it will switch on as soon as a power outage. So the controller actually will not have an interruption. So this is my plan for the next phase. Get it one of these UPS backup systems, just a small unit, just for this controller, because the pump is great. I'm only using about, I think it's 18 watt. It's 10% of the pump's uh, possibility or flow. I'm only using 10%. It's about 18 watt, so that's perfect, and it's a good quality pump. So I put that here, and then I wanted to show you what I've done on the biofilters side. So as you can see here, that grid was always there before, but I took the I had always Japanese matting on top, but that was for the beginning. Now it's always clean water that goes through, it comes in here, just for stainless water. So it goes now straight in. I put another 40 liters of biomedia yesterday in, put the grid in, and just flow it that way. And I put this threaded rod in here for the one reason. This was bowing on the top a bit heavy, and I don't want to come home one day and this entire wall is just broken away. Yeah, future, if you will build something, get thicker HDP plastic sheets. This is a 10 mil sheet. I'll probably recommend next time going somewhere up to 15 mil. So yeah, I put this rod in to secure this wall, and it works very good, and at the same time it keeps this in place. So yeah, and then when I during the winter increase the height of that planting crop there, that's when I will take this off and then have no restrictions on the pump. Good. So this is from me here, this part. Pause it for a second and I come back in a minute with another little tip I have for you. Okay, I changed my mind. I said just a minute ago that the tip I have would follow. So I just recorded it, and I waffled on too much on that one, and I don't want to make these videos too long. So this is already becoming 20 minutes. So the other one is 15 minutes. So I like to keep them all in the 15-20 minute range if possible. So stay tuned. That tip is coming tomorrow out. So I'm not holding it back. I just want that these clips of it smaller on YouTube, because I myself always have to find the time to watch the long YouTube videos, even they're very interesting and I love watching them, but I have to find the time, and most of the time the smaller ones, the short versions, 10 minutes, you can fit in pretty neatly quick, going before you go to bed or in between when you have a break or so. So yeah, so stay tuned tomorrow as that coming out with a tip, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people will like that tip, because it will make their life for some koi keepers, make their life a bit maybe easier. Because I haven't seen this tip on any of the other channels yet. I might have missed it. Correct me if I missed it. Okay, see you at the next video. Bye.